bare-knuckle boxers, gangsters, drug dealers. I mean, you wouldn't want to stay around theirs, would you? Well, guess what? I got an invite. I'm moving in with some of the country's most dangerous men, so we can find out how they sleep at night. And judging by this mob, there's gonna be tears before bedtime.
Mixed martial arts is one of the fastest growing sports in the world. Better known as cage fighting, it's kicking boxing's butt. In the States, it smashed all the records for pay-per-view TV, generating more than $200 million in 1 year alone. And in the UK, I'm seeing this phenomenon get bigger by the day. Cage fighters are becoming the new stars of the fight game, and I want to know what it's all about. So I'm heading up to Huddersfield to spend a few days with two of the toughest in the country.
I am the best lightweight in the country!
Not only do they share a love for a battle, they share a birthday. In fact, they were born only 22 minutes apart. They're twins, Dave and Ian Butlin. In a couple of weeks' time, they're off to Japan to compete in the World Cup of Mixed Martial Arts. Ian is the fighter, and Dave is the coach.
Dig deep, everything you've got!
They are the driving force behind the first England team ever to compete in this competition. Of the 12 teams taking part, they are the underdogs. I want to find out what it takes to be the best in the country. And the only way to do this is to live their lives. I'm going to spend 3 days with them. I'm going to eat with them, I'm going to train with them.
Keep it going!
I'm going to be sleeping under the same roof. As well as being feared in the cage, they're notorious for their street battles. They've been arrested countless times.
They've always been known as fighters.
No one's going to fight me fist to fist and win. Me getting punched in the face is like you having a cup of tea.
I was just picking up bodies, dragging them out, while Ian and Dave were choking out people, elbowing people and still knocking people out.
You don't fuck about them, and you don't want to fuck about with a pair of them when they're together.
Will I discover what their lives are really like? Are they going to open up to me? Will there be any connection between us whatsoever? These are the things I have to think about, you know? Worst case scenario is if I piss them off. Wish me luck. They've asked me to meet them on the Yorkshire moors. It seems like a strange place to meet.
I've got to say I'm a little bit pissed off. I've been standing here for 3/4 of an hour. Still no cage fighters. But I'm ready for them. I'm ready for them. I ain't really, I'm freezing. Oh, hold on, I think I can see a bit of movement, I don't know. Oh no, one of them's got a gun. Oh no, what's happening here? Perhaps I won't knock them out then, perhaps I'll just have some stern words.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ian.
Ian.
Dave.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet
Well,
you.
I've got a shooter. I'm a bit worried here, son.
We're gonna go kill some stuff and then eat it later. That's what we do in the countryside. Let's go.
They're taking me hunting. They like to kill things. I don't. This should be interesting. I don't like the countryside, especially as I'm not properly equipped for it.
Fucking mud everywhere, shit everywhere, look. Fucking liberty, look.
I'm feeling like a bit of a spare part.
Whoa.
And I'm getting left behind. I'm wondering if I'm going to find out anything about these two at all.
So boys, what is it you like about hunting? Just like the idea of it? Is it growing up in the countryside? What is it? Hey?
We started like going out catching rabbits with the ferrets and stuff when we were younger.
Yeah.
And like the buzz of your first catch and kill. We'll sit and wait for hours, sat in the rain, I mean, if you get that one kill, it's worth it. Should we make a move further up that way? Yeah.
Are we off, yeah?
Yeah.
Strange way to do an interview. Because they're so focused on, on shooting something. You know, they're so into it, they're banging, they love it. I can imagine them plotting up here, on it, you know, just them two in the middle of nowhere. I mean, for me, that's my worst nightmare. I think he's seen something again, here we go. They've seen a duck.
Eventually, I managed to catch up with Ian, a slightly less scary looking one.
Who's the better shot?
Probably Dave.
Probably Dave.
If I'm honest, yeah.
He's a lot more serious than you, isn't he? I noticed that.
I just mess about.
Tries to keep you in check, does he?
Yeah, that's all our lives. That's pretty much been the way. Straight down this way.
Would you say was the better shot out of you two? Ian reckons it's him. That's what he said to me.
I don't need to answer that.
After 2 hours, they hadn't killed anything, and I hadn't found out much about them. But I had worked out that they have very different personalities.
I mean, they are near enough identical, but Dave, you know, he's very serious. Very rare you're going to get a smile out of him, whereas Ian's a total opposite. Ian's proper, you know, bubbly, you know, don't stop smiling. It's very, the contrast between them, you know, it couldn't be more opposite. So it's intrigued me. They're dying to shoot something, oh bless them. I'm over the moon, they never are. I'm over the moon.
Coming up, the boys reveal an interesting take on brotherly love.
I've knocked him out before. Don't shoot me.
And I get a taste of their training regime.
Come on, keep it going, come on, keep working.
But not for rabbit stew.
Not nice when you've got a bit of rabbit coming out your fucking nose, I'll tell you that now.
I'm in Huddersfield to get up close and personal with two of England's best cage fighters, Dave and Ian Butlin. They are the driving force behind the England mixed martial arts team who will compete at the M1 Challenge in Japan in 2 weeks' time. So far, they've taken me hunting, and although they didn't say much,
I don't need to answer that.
I've learned that they are very different characters. Dave is the serious, silent one who keeps his older and livelier brother Ian in check.
I want to go to Huddersfield.
As they started telling me more about themselves, I discovered that being minor celebrities and local faces in Huddersfield means everyone wants to have a pop at them.
Fighting civilians, we call them civilians, people that aren't trained to fight what you'd call the hardest guy in the pub. Basically like shooting fish in a barrel, that's not even sport.
Everyone knows who Ian and Dave are, you know what I mean? You don't want to go and get on the wrong side of them.
You don't fuck about them, and you don't want to fuck about with a pair of them when they're together.
They once even took on the local football firm.
HYC, they call them, so the Huddersfield Football Hooligans. Bunch of pussies, and we smashed them to pieces. Absolutely smashed them.
There were people getting choked out, people getting knocked out, elbows, knees. I'd say 11 to 12 people.
In Huddersfield, they're big fish in a little pond. But when they get to Japan, they're going to be little fish in a very big pond. This is the World Cup of Mixed Martial Arts, where 12 of the best countries compete against each other. The Butlin Twins are ready to take on the world.
I want to go out there and prove to myself that I can beat the best guys in the world. I'm confident that we've got the team to win the whole competition. I wouldn't be in it if I didn't.
So where did it all begin?
I believe I was born a fighter. I just learned how to do it better. And I think Dave's the same. I've been hitting Ian since we could actually hit each other.
Ironically, for a pair who are usually trying to knock people's teeth out, they came from a family of dentists. And it was their parents who introduced them to fighting by sending them to martial arts classes.
Started off with judo, Mainly because my parents didn't want us hitting each other. Maybe my parents were trying to stop us from doing something, but it's actually created a monster.
Ian is the less disciplined twin, and it wasn't long before his love of fighting got out of control. When he was 16 years old, he was convicted of being involved in a fight with a fellow pupil who was stabbed with a knife. Ian was sent to a young offenders institution for 3 months, and Dave was asked to leave the school in case he intimidated a witness.
I was absent with the headmaster's permission so as not to intimidate witnesses.
Obviously, it must have been bad for you, but just having him not around, not being able to, look out for him.
Kind of strange, helpless.
I can tell that this had a big effect on the boys. I can only imagine what it must have been like to be separated for the first time in 16 years.
We are very close, so it's hard to be put away from my brother for so long. I wouldn't want it to happen again. I wouldn't want it to be took away where we were in that situation again. I would do everything in my powers for that not to happen.
They're not totally inseparable though. They do live apart. We're going to Ian's place, a 1-bedroom bachelor pad. It's a really smart gaff, apart from the front door, which has been kicked in.
What's all that about?
I'm surprised to be told it wasn't burglars, but the police.
Smashed the door with a battering ram.
I'm curious to know why.
They just came in mob-handed to prove a point because they're saying, oh, you're cage fighters. Police come steaming in. I've already got out of bed because I can hear them going, police, so I've gone down on my knees because I'm not fighting them. There's about 10 of them come in. I said, what are you arresting me for? We're arresting you for possession with intent to supply Class A drugs. We found a large quantity of white powder. Well, I'm not being funny, but I'm an athlete. I'm sponsored by a supplement company, and they found 3 kilos of creatine.
Okay.
Creatine is a bodybuilding supplement that Ian uses regularly as part of his training. He was taken to the police station for further questioning and held overnight, but no charges were brought against him. The boys revealed to me an interesting theory as to why the police raided the flat. Being a bit of a ladies' man, and sometimes with other people's ladies, causes Ian problems.
Ian can't keep his dick in his pants. There's people who've been annoyed that I might have been with a girlfriend or something, and I think they see a way of getting back at me. I can't beat him in a fight, so I'll just tell the police that he's done this, or do you know what I mean? I think there's a lot of that because there seems to be stuff when they've asked me about things, I'm thinking, where do you get your intelligence from? While I'm reading the Art of War and the 48 Laws of Power, Ian's reading The Art of Seduction and yet again improving on his pick-up techniques.
So he's got the manual, and I can see he's got the tools. There's about 300 quid's worth of skincare products, and being so artfully placed, I suspect this is no accident.
I think he suffers from a bit of OCD.
Danny, if I came in and I moved things like this, he does it to me all the time. Oh my God. He can't handle this.
He can't bear that.
Right.
Can't wait to get involved with this.
Put that back. While you're at the gym, we'll remind you about it.
It's funny. It's funny. He's got to do it. Look, he's got to.
I've seen for myself firsthand that Ian is the party boy of the pair. I wonder what Dave's place is like. We turn up at the house, and instead of bottles of moisturiser, it's kids. Dave has a 12-year-old stepson, Kane, a 6-year-old stepdaughter, Taylor, a 2-year-old son, Tyler, and 3-month-old Dee Dee. He lives with his partner of 2 years, Nicola.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Beautiful kids you got there.
She's getting dinner ready.
What are you doing for me?
It's game.
What is it?
Pheasant, rabbit, it's game.
Oh, it's all that game, is it? We're in the game.
Pheasant, rabbit and...
Oh, lovely that, yeah, that's nice. So that's a right northern old dish, that, isn't it? Kids hold of that, look.
Get on it.
I just wanted to know, really, what's it like being married to a twin?
It's all right, because I'm with a good one.
Is he the good one?
I'm with the good one, he's settled.
Just from sort of running around with him, that Ian would be the good one. I mean, Dave's got a bit of a bad look about him. He's
grumpy,
he looks a bit like...
Grumpy.
It's hard to make him smile,
yeah, he's a pussycat, really. Yeah. He's the better one, yeah.
I've got Dave all wrong. He might look scary, but he's really a family man with a softer side that I think he likes to keep hidden.
No, you've got a rabbit hutch down there.
Yeah.
So you do like rabbits then? All right, then we'll keep that low.
Me and my boys.
Beautiful pictures there.
I can see that family is everything to Dave, but fighting used to be his greatest passion. He was feared in the cage and had a promising professional career ahead of him.
Dave was an up-and-coming fighter. He'd have been a brilliant fighter.
But a car accident finished his fight career. And it's obvious to me that it's killing him.
I have to sit every day and endure watching people do what I love to do, and I can't do it, so how much would you miss it?
Of course.
It's not good. It's devastating.
Being just a coach for the Big Japan Challenge means that Dave can join me for some rabbit stew.
Thank you very much. How'd you eat it up, Noel? Do you have a spoon or anything?
But Ian can't. Weight is a big issue for him, so he's on protein shakes to try and make his fight weight. Ian is under strict instructions not to go drinking, but I know Ian's a party boy, and I want to know what happens when he breaks the rules.
I've knocked him out before. That's what you mean. I bust my jaw and everything. Did I get my point across? I felt it the next day.
Ian had been on a 3-day bender, and Dave wasn't happy.
It looks bad that he's dragged me out of bed and broken my jaw, but he was frustrated. Really, that was just throwing my life away.
Lovely.
There's a lot more frustration from me if he goes out drinking and partying, and it's basically a slap in the face to me if he does that, which is why I get a slap in the face, he gets a left hook in the jaw. He eats soup, but hopefully he's learnt his lesson.
At first, it sounds like an extreme reaction from Dave, but I think in a bizarre way, it shows just how much he cares about his brother. Although not all brothers could get over such a violent incident.
I've got a brother, 18 months younger than me. If I was to break my brother's jaw, I don't think we'd ever speak again.
Pretty much most of it has been sick in that.
I feel that because Dave can't fight, he's got Ian doing his fighting for him.
Dig deep, everything you've got.
But Ian isn't the only one who fights for Dave. I've come to Quantum Gym where he coaches up-and-coming fighters. Dave is a highly respected coach and was selected to take charge of the England mixed martial arts team, which consists of 5 fighters in different weight classes. Ian is the lightweight. Before he began cage fighting professionally, Ian was a boxer with an impressive record, winning many local and international titles. But they both fell in love with cage fighting when they saw the Ultimate Fighting Championship, or the UFC, a no-holds-barred form of fighting with very few rules. It emerged from the States in the 90s and suited the Butlin Twins to a T.
So we watched the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and it's like everything together. I thought, well, this is fucking perfect. So we then used to get people around to our garage on a Friday night. All the kids in the area just used to fight each other. Used to whack each other until one person gave up, till one person quit.
From amateur cage fighters in their garage, they've now made it to the very top of their game.
Keep it going.
As Ian and the team prepare for the big fight in Japan, the training intensifies. And a key part of this is circuit training, a series of grueling exercises that Dave puts Ian through. To get some idea of what it's like, I'm going to give it a bash, starting off with this tyre.
Keep working, keep working. Go to the bungee.
I've only just started, and already my whole body is in absolute agony.
Good. Come on, keep working.
This is not your average training programme. It was created by a Royal Marine, and it's designed to sort the men from the boys.
Come on, keep working. Go on, push it.
Fuck that.
You don't build them the same down south.
I've only done one circuit, but that was enough for me.
Oh man, fucking hell. That was fucking proper hard. On me rabbit, on me game. Oh man. embarrassing, man. That wasn't even like fucking 1% of what they put in there, and that's just fuck me. I'll give up smoking and boozing, is what I've got to do. Not nice when you've got a bit of rabbit coming out your fucking nose, I'll tell you that now.
Ian's just done the full circuit 5 times, but it's not over for him yet.
This is what makes you want to quit. This into the gym where you learn your heart and when you want to quit. When you see me in a minute, when I'm getting fresh opponents every minute for 3 5-minute rounds, with only 45 seconds rest, I'm stood in there, I'm going to be getting smashed. My face is going to look a fucking mess. I'm going to want to quit, and I'm not going to. It's going to be fucking
Ian, I'm with you, brother. Don't worry about that.
What's coming next is going to be horrible.
What's coming next for Ian is 5 different fighters who will take it in turn to fight him a minute each.
We're not making it easy for him.
He's about to get a battering. Dave has specially designed this punishing exercise to teach Ian that quitting is never an option.
Come on, let's go! Fight forward!
Fucking hell, man.
Come on, back to feet!
It's the idea of never giving up.
Keep fighting! Keep fighting!
Just keep getting up, keep getting up. No matter how fucked he is, he has to keep getting up. Get on with it, get on with it, get on with the job.
Come on, back to feet! Go!
It's getting pummeled. It's getting absolutely pummeled.
You've got, come on! Push it! Push it! Oh, finish strong! Finish strong! Good work!
Fuck me, man. Intense.
At the moment, Ian looks completely focused. He's put his usual partying lifestyle on hold. But I want to know how difficult it is for him to resist temptation.
Now, what would happen if me and you now was to go out on a 3-day bender and fuck everything up before you fight? What do you think you'd do?
Do you know how tempted I am?
Come on, mate, believe you me. You reckon? You think you'd lose the plot?
Yeah, he would be very pissed off because of the work he's putting on.
You need to have him round you, don't you?
Because otherwise I'll just go off the rails.
Yeah.
You just won't see me for days.
No, and I think he needs that in a relationship as well. He likes to look after you, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know, he's passionate about you.
He's in a position where he can't fight at the moment, and it must be frustrating for him. If it was me, if it was the other way around, I wouldn't be there helping him. I know that, and that's a bad thing to say. Really, I'd be out pie. I wouldn't be because I haven't got that. I haven't got that strong personality. He's got where he could, where I could. I'd just be out on a bender.
I can see that Ian has his faults, and he isn't afraid to admit to them. He reminds me a little bit of myself.
He's a bit of me. I can see his liability ways. I've got that about me. I have to rein it in and behave me fucking self. I have to, but I struggle with it. Just that I haven't got the twin. I haven't got the twin to fucking keep me in check, you know what I mean?
Coming up, the twins go head to head in the cage.
Do you remember this one now?
Yeah, I remember it now.
And I hear about the ultimate face-off.
Where was the shot?
The guy was aiming for my head.
Keep it going!
I'm in Huddersfield, living and breathing the world of Dave and Ian Butlin.
You're building the same down south.
Twin brothers and 2 of the country's toughest cage fighters, who in a few weeks' time will be representing England in the World Championships of Mixed Martial Arts in Japan. I'm here to find out what it takes to be the best of the best in one of the world's fastest growing and toughest sports. It's my 2nd day with them. So far I've learnt that Dave is the family man and Ian is the party boy.
I've been up for a little while and had a little shower. Made myself a nice cup of tea. He's only got soya milk though.
I'm getting a taste, literally, of the life of a professional fighter.
Fucking soy milk, it's fucking horrible.
As the big fight is just over a week away, Ian's life is revolving around training and his diet. He needs to be at 70 kilograms. As well as drinking moody milk to help shift the excess pounds, Ian has a strange weight loss ritual that I'm surprised to hear about.
Right, so look, I don't want to be a bit weird, and I've just walked in like having a bath. And how does this help you having a bath? What, you lose weight having a bath?
Yeah, well, I have a hot bath every morning and my muscles are aching, obviously, from last night.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a little bit of...
That helps, yeah, I understand that,
so, but also I'll probably lose a little bit just from the heat.
Well, look, you do what you got to do, wash yourself.
You know, I'm hoping that you're going to be all right so we can have a bit of breakfast.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a shout when I weigh in.
All right, kid. Liven yourself up.
He's desperately trying to shed the last few pounds to make his fight weight.
Okay. 79.7 kilos.
Which means?
Which means we're not having breakfast.
Oh, you're
Just on
fucking
a carb
joking.
drink. Because I need to be 70 kilos.
You've got to be 70 kilos.
Yeah,
You're
something like
79 now. You've got to lose, what, a stone? A stone and a half.
Yeah, 9 days we've got, haven't we?
Fucking hell, man.
To be honest, I'm shocked at the amount he has to lose. A stone and a half in just over a week. I've seen boxers that struggle to make the weight and lose too much too quickly. It's a far from an ideal way to go into battle. From the look of him, a couple of pounds are made up of ink.
What's all the tattoos all about? What do they mean?
And that on that arm is David.
Okay.
This one down the middle was I lost a lot of friends in a small space of time. I lost 6 friends in the space of about 8 weeks. So that means strength through loss.
Obviously, it's a big thing for you. You want to tell me a little bit about who you lost, how you lost them, or?
My uncle killed himself, so and
Right.
like I actually saw him. I went into the house and saw him after he'd killed himself, and so that was like quite a big thing. And my friend died in a car crash. This was all in the space of a few weeks, you know.
Despite being around death, he has no fear of it.
Whatever will be. Life, things are gonna happen. Whatever. I believe in karma. I've done nasty stuff. I've never done a nasty thing to a nice person. I've said this to you before, and I think if I'm gonna die, if it's my time, it's my time. If it's not, it's not. But I'm gonna make sure that I've lived my life to the fullest. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna die having a wasted life.
Now I can understand why Ian parties so hard. Having lost so many loved ones, he's decided that he will now live each day as if it's his last.
People are gonna remember me.
I can tell that Ian loves the notoriety that comes with being a professional fighter. He won 12 of his 16 bouts in his amateur boxing career, but hasn't done quite as well with his cage fighting career, winning 8 and losing 7 of his professional fights. But that hasn't knocked his confidence.
All those lightweights out there talking the shit, talking like they're the best lightweight in the country. I am the best lightweight in the country.
With Ian so far over his weight, I'm not sure we're going to be having a fry-up for breakfast.
What are you doing here then? What's this? Are you doing your carb drink?
Yeah, obviously I was a little bit overweight, so...
This is it, this is all you can have?
This is all I'm going to have. I'm just going to have this now, and I'll have a little bit of water to take my pills that I'm going to have this morning.
Right. What sort of pills you got to take? Vitamins? Or
Yeah, we've got them. Listen, you want a couple of them then?
Yeah, go on, fuck it, I'll have a couple of them.
Right.
Fucking size of these pills here, look. Any order you take them in, or?
Nah, just get them down.
Just whack them down, yeah.
There we go.
God, they're monsters, them. So what we're going to do today?
Right,
we're going to have a
now-
nice day just laying in a hammock.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. We're just gonna go up to these. There's a few stairs that I run up and down.
There's a few stairs
There's
you
a
run
few
up and
stairs
down.
we run
Right,
up and down,
okay,
right.
let's fucking do it.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Let's do it.
Come on, boy.
A couple of stairs. That doesn't sound too bad. But we are talking about something that Rocky might want to swerve. The 220 steps, which Ian goes up and down 12 times, are all about training him mentally.
Got to hit every single step. I think it's about 220. So we've got to hit every step from right at the bottom all the way up.
So I love the idea of this prehistoric fucking training.
It's nice. This is
old school, isn't it?
Yeah, this is like Rocky shit.
Don't cost fuck all.
Nah.
But yet you're doing, you know, as much.
And it's nice for me to get out of the gym and do something.
Right, let's walk down then first. Do you jog down or do you walk?
Nah, we walked down the first time.
Thank fuck for that.
Walking down these steps is hard enough. I'm not looking forward to running back up them.
This is the start.
This is the start.
Oh. Fucking hell.
You cool?
Right, go on, kid.
We can do this. We can do this. Let's go.
Go on, crack on. I'm up your arse.
My legs are burning. They feel like they're on fire. I thought I'd reached the top, but I'm only halfway.
Fucking hell. Oh. I can't fucking do it. I can't get up there. I can't do it. Fuck. Fucking hell. Oh.
Tough on the old thighs.
It's the legs, isn't it?
The legs.
Fucking hell.
So this is not so much cardio as legs.
It's all there, isn't it?
All in your thighs, yeah. It's like an endurance test.
If I started it, I thought...
Have a get back down, do another.
Crack on, kid, you do. I started it, I thought... This ain't that bad, it's a piece of piss. Oh, fucking hell. That was pain. That was pain. Yeah, I can't deal with it, you know, mentally, obviously, I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Off it goes again. It's torture, it's like torturing yourself. So you can give up whenever you want, you can stop whenever you want, you ain't got a gun to your head, there's no one forcing you to do it, this is off his own bat. And you can tell he's in fucking pain. But to be fair, if you can do that 12 times, you get in the ring, you're going to feel invincible. There's nothing you're going to fear.
For Ian, total mental preparation is the key, and this means banishing all fear from his mind, no matter what that might be. One of Ian's irrational fears was of heights.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from, but for some reason I just started getting funny with heights. Like to confront things, like to hit things straight on, you probably realise. So if I can get in front of like the world on TV and fight in Japan, why can't I jump off a platform?
Well, I'm going to be straight with you now. I used to, you know, I used to go holiday in Cornwall, things like that, and I'll jump off cliffs and things, and I had no fear. As I've got older, I don't know whether it's you get older, you just you have that thing of where you're not actually invincible and you can actually die.
Now I've got a fear of heights too, so Ian wants me to experience what he went through. So I'm going to try and jump off a 10-metre platform. I'm introduced to Ian's friend Les Allen, who's been helping him to conquer his fear of heights.
Danny Dyer, Les Allen.
Pleasure to meet you, brother. Pleasure, man. I'm ready for this, I think.
Yeah?
Nah, because no. That'd be ridiculous.
The nerves are starting to kick in now, but I've come this far and I can't back down. As soon as I see it, I knew exactly how Ian felt.
No way.
The boys are going to ease me into it by starting me off on the 5-metre board. That wasn't too bad, but I'm not feeling as confident about the 10-metre board.
So you're just going to go off?
No, I'm not, I mean, my way is flipping forward or anything like that.
Nah, you'll be all right. Just stay looking forward like that. You're going to be totally fine. I'm going.
Okay, kid.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely bricking it.
I'll do it, I will do it, I will do it.
For each your own, for every man a religion.
Fucking hell. Oh, done it, fucking done it, yes.
Good work, that's fucking good.
Oh,
First goal, straight off 10,
there,
conquer the fear.
Conquer the fear there, man.
Yeah, that's something else we've achieved.
I can see why Ian wanted to overcome his fears. Now that I've conquered my own, I feel invincible.
Listen, you know what, this is all it is. It's your brain just going, you know.
With everything like this, it's just mental.
Brain,
it's mental, like I said, running up them stairs, getting in that cage, everything, it's all in your head. It's just having that mental strength. We did it.
It is a nice feeling to feel I've done it. I mean, there was a moment when I just thought I can't do it. I can't actually physically bring myself to do it. Anyway, on a lighter note, I thought I'd bring my little pink number out today. You know what I mean? See, it's all a myth, all this Danny Dyer hard man bollocks. And I'm a very feminine fucking fella.
I'm feeling good after the jump, and it's given me some idea of how it's helped Ian's mindset. But it doesn't matter where your head is at if you haven't got the physical strength. The fight is now only 10 days away, and it's Dave's job to fine-tune Ian's fight skills in preparation for the M1 challenge. Ian's going to step into the cage for one last round of sparring, but this time it's against his ultimate opponent, his twin.
It's always quite a weird thing to watch two brothers go at it, you know? Dave's quite ruthless, and it's going to be interesting to see, you know, just how hard he is on Ian.
Perfectly matched in size, Ian couldn't ask for a better sparring partner.
Regards sparring, it's ideal with us being pretty much equal size.
Fucking hell.
How hard will Dave push his brother?
If we're going to be really honest about it, Dave doesn't drink and lives a clean lifestyle. Whereas I party between my fights. So Dave's physically in good condition all year round, whereas you can catch me on an off day.
Ian says he's the best lightweight in the country, but I'm not sure if he's even the best lightweight in his family.
I think Dave's a stronger, better fighter, yeah.
Get hold of that.
Do you remember this one now?
Yeah, I remember it now.
Good to see the banter between you and all, because it's obviously a little
Yeah,
banter.
while we're whacking
little
each
wink,
other.
little wink, little smile. No, it's good. It's a cheeky one there.
I'm pretty sure Bruce Lee said never take your eyes off your opponent. Even when you're talking to Danny Dyer.
It just looks so wrong because they're twins. But it ain't, you know what I mean? They're doing it for the right reasons. You know, he's going to Japan next week. He's going to get in a ring with a Japanese fighter who's going to be strong, mentally strong. And, you know, there's no better way to deal with it, I suppose, than being inside on the job, you know?
I know what they're like in the cage, but I also want to know about their life outside the cage. And as we talk about this over dinner, they make a stunning revelation.
Both of us, at some point, have looked down the barrel of a gun, which is unnerving, to say the least. But I've actually been shot, which put me out of fighting for a good. Ian's been shot.
Where was he
recovering, I was shot. It went into my hand there. It came out my hand there. I was actually on the phone, and I've turned around like that, and it's gone through there. The guy was aiming for my head.
They weren't prepared to tell me who shot them, but I wonder if it could happen again. I get the sense that whatever these two have got up to in the past, that's where they want it to stay. Coming up, the boys head off to Japan for their ultimate challenge. But will Ian make his fight weight? My journey into the mind of Britain's toughest twins is drawing to a close. Dave and Ian Butlin have been training hard for the biggest event in their cage fighting careers, the M1 challenge in Japan. And in the 3 days I've spent with them, I've been pushed to my absolute limits, physically and mentally, to get some idea of what it takes to be a top cage fighter. But I'm worried about Ian's fight preparation. He's got almost a stone to lose to make his fight weight. In a last-ditch effort, he's spending up to 5 hours a day trying to sweat it off in a 110-degree sauna.
I'm about to go and get in the sauna, and I'm not a big fan of saunas. I hate saunas. I hate them. It just don't suit me. Heat, constant heat.
Even if he loses the weight, I don't think he's going to be in a good condition to fight.
Obviously, you know what you're doing. This ain't your first fight, but I mean, is there any chance that it could affect your performance just because of them? So them last 24 hours of that manic, just trying to get that weight off.
It can give you that advantage, but if you take it a step too far, it can also be a disadvantage. It's a fine balance.
So what happens if you don't make the weight?
If you don't make the weight, you don't fight.
You just don't fight. That's it. End of.
A week later, and Ian's getting ready to fly out to Japan, and the extreme diet and exercise regime seems to be affecting his mind.
I'm as prepared as you possibly can be, really. The main thing for me now is to get the weight off, which is why I'm a little bit slow, 'cause I've been dieting for days.
Tokyo's Differ Araki Arena is the location for the toughest fight of the Butlin Twins' lives. Team England, led by Dave, will fight against 12 different countries, and Japan is the first stop of a year-long challenge. It's the first time England have sent a team to compete, so they're keen to make their mark. The news from Ian's weigh-in isn't good. Because of the 12-hour flight, his body has retained water and he's still a stone over his fight weight.
It was probably the most depressed I've ever felt when I stood on the scales. But there's no way I was going to give up. I was going to make weight. You know, I'd never quit, but it wasn't very nice.
After 2 days of not eating and almost constant saunas, Ian has managed to make his weight, and the day of the fight has arrived. Months of intense training has brought them to this moment. Ian's opponent from Japan is Luis Andrade. They are the same weight, but Andrade is a more experienced fighter. He's also 6 years younger and 2 inches taller. Ian prefers a stand-up fight, and he's off to a strong start. But it isn't long before he's taken to the ground. He's going to need a lot of strength to get back up again.
Andrade has achieved full mount, Jimmy.
For just over 2 minutes, Andrade dominates Ian on the ground and batters him.
Andrade letting go with the punches.
Ian desperately tries to break out of the hold, but he's just not strong enough. Andrade eventually gets him in a decisive hold, and Ian is forced to submit. The fight is over.
All the training I'd done, all the hard work, everything, all goes to nothing because I just had no energy in me. But that was my fault. I messed up the weight cut. So.
And he got the weight off. I don't know how much effect that had on the fight. And I wouldn't want to make excuses. I think his opponent was a good, strong guy, and he beat him fair and square.
Ian lost his fight, but for Dave as team coach, Japan was a success, with 4 out of his 5 fighters winning their bouts.
We went over there as the underdogs and we've won 4-1, so that puts us top of the table, so it's a good result all around.
He's brought an English team over to beat Japan on the home soil, so it's brilliant for him. And moving on to America, we're just going to repeat that performance, but obviously mine's going to be better.
Ian has got another chance to prove that he can do it. He's back in the gym and training hard for the next fight. Dave, as usual, is right by his side, driving him on.
Keep fighting! Keep fighting!
It's been a unique journey into 2 very different minds. The childhood battles have been left behind, and now one twin fights for the other around the world. But the psychological struggle between them will rage on forever.